Hey, what's up? It's the normal playing guy, and we have an easy A to catch up on. Right, so along with Same Day unit, you can watch that video. It's a decent unit, right? Custom made for that red zone for DB Saga. So, fair enough. Anyway, speaking of DB Saga and of course Same Day unit, this guy's got an easy A. Pretty good. Didn't think it would happen. I thought maybe a super easy A for the int kid Goku, who's still pretty solid, right? But this dude, yeah. So when he came out back in 2023, so he was really good. Kind of depended on the orbs, really, because he got 30% stats per. Or is it a bit less? What did he get before? Let's have a look, check out his base. 20% more, he gets 30 now. And he was really good. And of course, he's still plenty of attack. And I mean, it's all really good what he can do, and he gets extra. He has damage reduction. He can really be good, but now we're going to be better. So previously it was DB Saga, Youth, and Exploding Rage, which is a really nice combination of either or, right? 170%. We had 159% stats, and we had extra 59% on attack, and then an extra 20% per key sphere obtained. Nice damage reduction. Like bonus defense here, right? Really good. So now what do we have? So instead we maintain. Oh, by the way, it's going to go to a full 170% across the board. So that's really nice. Okay, that's pretty good. What was it prior? It was 170%. Is it anything else? Key 3 HP 170. Hard to say. But anyway, point is, he still maintains this. Looks like he maintains this. See what the difference is. Attack and defense 59%, DB Youth 2 key 50%, and he's a Rainbow Orb Changer. DB Saga Youth or Dragon Ball Seekers 3 key 50%. Okay, so the extra category's gone in and a little bit of extra key, and that's basically it. So his basic effects still maintain the same. What's different is this: instead of 59%, it's 159%. That is a tremendous increase in value. It goes from 59% to essentially 3 times the stats. 30% instead of 20 per every key sphere obtained. That is good, because that 10% solid with multiple orbs, you'll really see a standout difference. The more orbs you get, the more you're just going to pull away from the base, right? But again, these kind of units, they are good. It all depends on how many orbs you get though, right? So, and by the way, this is not one that, say, like the, is it the anniversary units where the more orbs you have, period, say like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right, the new LR 10th anniversary. If you have 24 key, that counts as max, right? It's up to 24 key. This one is every key sphere obtained from collecting key. So it's a bit of a difference. Those kind of units are a little harder to work with. Chance of performing a crit and damage reduction goes up from 7 to 10. So that's nice, because let's say you got 3 orbs, and instead of 20%, it's 30%. That makes a bit of a difference, really. 3 or more key spheres obtained. Was it just you got extra 59%? Now you get 3 or more key spheres, or 1 key sphere obtained as the third attacker. So you can use it as a floater. Tremendous amount of defense. Huge. But I like how it's 1 key sphere as the third attacker. Good for floating. Chances are you will obtain 3 anyway. That's fine. It's not as if I expect this guy to be a solid tank. 5 or more key spheres, or 3 or more as the third attacker, then you get the additional attack. 70% chance to become a super. Previously it was a 50, so that's nice. Super attack greatly greatly stacks attack, and now you get a little bit of defense. And then this is massively raise attack, greatly raise defense. Massively raise attack, greatly raise defense. What did you have prior? You had massively raise attack, so you get a little bit of defense put in, which is pretty nice. Right, 7 or more key spheres gave everyone crit and damage reduction of 8%, and now we get additional, and then so it maintains the same, but this time we get additional stats for 2 turns, so 8%. Now that seems a bit odd, but factor in you're basically already getting 50% in 3 key. It'd be really nice for them to actually get an additional 8%. So sure, why not? That's pretty good actually altogether. Huge support. It's pretty good. So yeah, damage reduction rate. Are we going to say that he's actually going to be a tank? I mean, ultimately, it's per rainbow key sphere. Now, you can only collect 5 at any one point in time, which is 50% damage reduction, but without any guard, I wouldn't personally say, and the fact that you're only getting 5 orbs, that might indeed be 150% to stats, but again, not going to be cutting it. So personally, I would say this dude's a fantastic floater. The ability to pick up a handful of orbs, a couple of rainbow orbs, while still being a great support, this dude's going to be king of floating. Wow, that's going to be brilliant. Yeah, and as I say, he's going to greatly stack attack, and in this particular case, he's going to massively stack attack. The dude's not going to struggle for power. That massively stacking attack may just compensate for the low amount of orbs, but again, remember, unlike it's a total of 24 orbs, these people who require obtained from start, from when you start collecting key, they're more difficult, but again, still going to be powerful. Huge. Yeah, so I presume I do know the new Kid Goku is better. The guard and the damage reduction. He is custom built. He has damage reduction, then past a certain amount of turns, he has guard. It's really good. He has defense. He's going to rack up a huge amount of attacks. He is good, right? The Ink Kid Goku is a solid, plausible alternative. I reckon he builds up stats and has that active skill, which is a guaranteed crit. But could do with a super easy A to maybe go into it, because the final stage stage 3 rather, of the DB Saga Red Zone is to use 4+ of a DB Saga unit. And you probably do want to use him if you don't have this or the new unit. In fact, it's probably not possible without the two. So yeah, depending on who you got, right, then you'll have a difference in attack. But again, to be fair, it's really just defensive value, because like offensively, you're greatly stacking, period. You get 30% defense or 50% defense. However, really, the kicker is greatly lowers attack, and then you can... Oh, it still greatly lowers attack, but fair enough. So it's more about that particular side of it, really. The offensively is probably going to be good. Solid unit. How do we build him? Well, it's difficult because he has plenty of attack and a little bit of defense. Yeah, you could say additionals because of the defense, right? Personally, I would be tempted to say dodge. The dude's got plenty of attack. Does he have crit? Yeah, okay. So he actually he can possibly crit pretty well. So personally, I would say dodge. Probably full dodge. He's going to be in slot 3. So being able to actually dodge and attack once in a while, probably going to be good. You give him 15 dodge, that's 15%. That's not bad. One in every other hit is probably going to dodge him. And that could just be a winning one. Enters the next rotation as a potential save. So, yeah. Literally pure dodge. I can see the additionals. I really can. But you're just stacking for the attack. But honestly, get the dodge in. Right, teams and links. There you go. But in terms of particular what you're going to be good at, DB Saga, Earthbred, Low Class Warrior is a good one, eh? Youth, of course, Dragon Ball Seekers and Exploding Rage. There's a lot of overlap between them, right? Again, the Kid Gokus would be really nice. Seems to work well with the Chi-Chi, but that's probably because of these 3 particular links, which is really nice. Yeah, DB Saga and Youth will be the thing to go for here. So, not surprising there. Anyway, solid enough easy A, pretty decent, I like him. Again, it's just going to be plausible, it's going to be flexible, and power's going to depend really upon the amount of orbs you get. Suppose you could get, you'll be able to chain in a couple of rainbow, I'd say only 2, But again, it's going to depend. People are going to be hitting like 40 million, but some of them are just going to be hitting like 10. I mean, 10's not too bad, but in today's day and age, 10's just average. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. You can let me know if you like him or not. I reckon I do. Compared to some of the others that's built very similar, he seems to hold his own, right? Solid support, right? And he seems, he has damage reduction on Rainbow, but he gives himself Rainbow. He has the ability for first and third attacker. He's built a bit different, right? He's going to be fun to use. But anyway, that's it. That's enough. Anyway, let me know how it went. But other than that, I will catch you on the next video. Thank you all, and bye-bye.